Peter Mutua to evaluate the second speech.
Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, most welcome guests. Michael Kihiko came here to tell us about a topic of his choice that will make the most appropriate use of visual aids. What I loved about Michael's speech, number one, was a voice projection. I heard Michael clearly from where I was standing. I haven't asked for the time because I recorded him and I know he took 6 minutes and 54 seconds. Okay? It was well on time. You had between 5 to 7 minutes and you were on time and you utilized the time very effectively. I loved it that you projected your voice in such a way that everyone could hear what you're saying. I loved it that you brought things that we can touch and feel and relate with. I am guilty of having both. Having been a bachelor for a little while, I will admit that that has happened to me occasionally. I haven't seen it since we got married. I think better planning has been a very good thing for me. What did I think about your visual aids? Your visual aids were excellent as far as the ones you could see and touch were related and as well concerned. Now, as for this, I've only now seen the details that are on this, and these are very, very important details. But unfortunately, for those of us who are sitting right there at the back, it was impossible to see what this said. I would have preferred if you brought either the visual aid a little closer to us, so that you can all see, or you even bring it. It doesn't have to be stuck. The fact that it's a visual aid and the fact that it is on something like this doesn't mean that you can't bring it with you and allow people to come and see what it is you're talking about. That allows us to relate to the product much easier. What did I love about your speech in closing? Number one, I think it is something you have a lot of conviction about, something that you're very passionate about. Number two, I love that you quoted a source that is internationally accepted as an authority in this issue of the bottom of the pyramid, and it's a person who actually came up with that concept, Dr. Prahalan. It's a wonderful thing, and I thought you used it very well. I liked that you recommended the actions that need to be taken. I know they were not specific, because the recommendations you made was government recommendations. I don't see a lot of government representation here as we speak, and I didn't know what I was supposed to do as an individual to avert this crisis, because there is a crisis in the sense that if the bottom of the pyramid doesn't get fed and doesn't have access to some of these resources, then we have a problem as society. But I loved that you closed with a call to action of sorts, and that you gave us something we need to think about and to do, and I highly recommend that you go to the next project. Madam, please.
We are now going to the next. I'll remind, we'll now go to the next session, which is